If you take nothing else from this video, take this. Don't do drugs, don't get pregnant, and don't do something you'll regret for the Hi, my name is Catalina, and thank you so much for watching this video. If you're new, welcome to my channel. So back to school season is coming up really soon, and a lot of us are super nervous about middle school and high school, and for good reason. That is why I compiled a list of my favorite tips from actual middle schoolers and high schoolers. If you enjoyed this video, I encourage you to like it, comment best tips down below, check out my other content, and subscribe to join our community of beautiful, strong, powerful young women. Number 1, find your people. Friends are so important when you're becoming a teen. Please be genuine, kind, because you've got no reason to be rude, invested, boundaries, and just put in that effort, because what you put in is what you will get out. Friends in high school will shift a lot, and that's okay. But if you put in the effort, chances are that by the end of high school, you will have found your true people. There are so many opportunities to make new friends and socialize, but please don't fall for the popular kids, because that won't matter after high school. Overall, try to stay out of trivial drama, because it doesn't matter and it takes up so much time and energy, it's just not worth it. Finally, make sure you know what toxic friends look like. Toxic friends have a negative impact on how you feel. They only hang out with you when they need something. And most of all, true friends are there for you. Fake friends are not. Number 2, take care of yourself. This is super important. It can really help make school and life a lot less tough. And sometimes the smallest, most stupid sounding things can add up to make the biggest difference. So I'm going to be sharing with you my most underrated tips for taking care of yourself. If you are interested in going more into depth with these tips, I encourage you to check out my How to Go Out for High School video. My most underrated tips are to sleep well, because that is super important for your body to function, your looks, because you're not going to look good if you're not functioning well. For mental health, it's super important for everything. Number 2, wear cute clothes. There's a certain science to dressing well, and if you don't care about that, that is completely fine, but do know that the world sadly judges you based on how you look. But if you know how to dress in a way that looks flattering and good on you, you are going to. It's a great way to walk through life with having that extra little confidence boost. Stop worrying about what others think. It does not matter. Unless you're hurting somebody, it should not matter if they like you or not, because not everybody's gonna like you, and it's not always going to be warranted or fair. You can't win a battle you've already lost, so you might as well do what you want. Number 3, explore. School, and especially high school, is the time to explore. So don't squander these opportunities, because you will never get these years back and you don't want to have any regrets. There are so many awesome chances to explore, like clubs, events, classes, exchange programs. But there are also things like parties and drug dealing and sex and getting drunk and all of that that are seen as exploring and part of American teen rites of passage. And I personally don't think they're a great idea. I think these things could go very wrong very easily, and to be honest, it's really easy to go down the wrong path in high school. So my advice is to just be smart about how you rebel. Don't do something you're gonna regret for the rest of your life. And this goes for all you middle schoolers too, okay? Number 4, learn. The things you learn in middle school and high school are going to serve you for the rest of your life. I can't tell you all the specifics because I don't know, but I do know that if you squander the opportunity to learn, all these fundamentals that build on each other as you go on, you are going to miss out on a lot of jobs, classes, opportunities, like a math major who can't take classes because they never paid attention in Algebra 1. A English major who can't write an essay because they never learned how to properly write. No one is going to end up losing except for you. If anyone tries to make you feel bad about that, they're losers. And they're gonna be the ones who wind up losing it all in the long run. I understand learning can be quite hard at times, and sometimes literally impossible. Like for me, I had undiagnosed ADHD for a while. I still have ADHD, it's just diagnosed now. These things can absolutely make it a lot harder, and they are absolutely valid and should be acknowledged. You can't make excuses and pretend that you can't at least try, because you are going to lose if you don't try. And if you don't get it or you're struggling, you need to seek support from a trusted adult, because you're only going to keep struggling if you don't seek support. So if you need to ask a question, ask it. Don't just sit there in silence. Also, the teachers are there to support you, okay? They're not going to be annoyed by your question, and if they are, they're a bad teacher.
Homework and organization. This gets more and more important as you grow older, so it's best to start now so you don't fall behind. Here are my 10 most helpful tips. Number 1, I do my best to set up everything I'll need the night before, because I'm a person who tends to run very late, and so I need to have the least obstacles in my way on my way out. I also try and digitize a lot of my work, because that way I can't lose any of it, and I put it all in color-coded but doesn't get mixed up. But if you use pen and paper, make sure you have a good binder. Number 3, I do my best to prioritize me time, because thinking is the single most valuable thing I can do for everything. Number 4, I love to listen to my work because it allows me to kill 2 birds with 1 stone, and gives me something to do with my hands. Number 5, I do my best to reframe tedious tasks and make it about the systems, not the end goals. This means that you need to create a positive association. For example, color coding my math homework or listening to music as I clean. That still allows you to get your work done. So make sure you're not taking yourself to a space where you can't focus. Number 6, take notes, because you're gonna forget, and information is useless if you don't do something with it. Number 7, have a close folder. It speeds things up a lot and makes things easier. Number 8, try to get all your homework done on Friday so you can have fun on the weekends. You do not want to be cramming on Sunday. Number 9, I like to empty my thoughts out at night before bed because it allows me to sleep a lot better and not have a racing mind. It also allows me to figure out what I need to prioritize the next day to become a better me. Make sure to do the most tedious assignments first, because that's when you have the most energy. Number 10, finally, when I'm about to fall into a bad habit, I will state what I'm about to do and its consequences. This makes it seem a lot more real.
I am about to open YouTube.
My bonus tips are: use cheat sheets so you don't waste time on executive functioning, and read the book Atomic Habits. It's helped me a lot when it comes to breaking bad habits and building good ones.
Don't focus too much on dating. Yeah, I know. I'm kind of a little miffed about this one myself. Whether you should date at a young age is, like I said, debatable, but don't let dating take over your entire life. Because building yourself up to be a better person is so much more exciting than dating, and to be honest, a lot more important too. When you date at such a young age, you're going to be spending a lot of time and energy on something that doesn't tend to go very far, and oftentimes when you're not, quite frankly, very mature. You will have plenty of opportunities to date. At this age, at least for me, it does not feel like the right time. But if you really want to date, then I have some tips. Don't date people more than a year older than you. They tend to want to manipulate girls who are younger because it's easier. Obviously, this is not always the case, but a lot of the time it is, and they just want to have sex with you or have you be their date to homecoming or prom or whatever. Even though it might seem cute or sweet or like gentlemanly or whatever at first, I really advise you to consider this a lot before you take a big leap like this. It can happen with girls too. I'm just saying boys because it tends to happen drastically more with boys than girls. Number 2, have a list of your standards and stick to them. Be concise. This is important because you don't want a fixer-upper. You want someone who makes you feel like a better you. And if somebody doesn't make you feel like a better you, don't date them. Don't hang out with them. The relationship you have with yourself is the most important one you are ever going to have. If that means prioritizing yourself over other people, that is okay, okay? Women are made to feel that we need to push our feelings to the side in order to accommodate the other person. Also, please make sure they're respectful and loyal. Those are 2 essential qualities in any partner, and I think you know why. Okay, thank you so freaking much for watching this video. It means the world to me. I'm glad you made it through, and I really hope you enjoyed. I'm actually going into high school pretty soon, and I'm really nervous. And my little sister is going into middle school. So I wanted to make this video because of that. I encourage you to check out my other content if you like this video, and to comment down below your best tips, like, and subscribe. It always helps me so much, and hopefully it will also help other young women. Thanks for watching. See you next week. Bye.